oh, you gotta have 3 times the rent type shit. Wanna, oh Lord. Those itching and stuff. You wouldn't think some shit would just, you know, back to back. Things be happening back to back in life. Life be lifing, you know.
Okay, so I am currently
pissed as fuck.
Hi, my name is Kelsey, and I want to give some advice on moving into your first apartment. If you plan on moving into your first apartment, I guess I will give some advice to the ones that are looking for advice on moving into your first apartment. Let's get into it. I did make some pinpoints, so I'm looking down just a little bit. The first thing is find the right area for you. Change your mailing address. Let's rewind just a little bit. So find the area that's right for you. Do your research on like what area you want to be in, where you want to be, and also like once you do find that area, actually just go around and also like whatever area or whatever house, or I want to say if you renting, I guess specifically for renting, because I never did, like I never, you know, search for a house or anything like that. But like wherever you plan on moving to, or you don't have no idea where you like where you want to stay, go around the area, look into some things, get a tour. If you see a number for it, call it and get a tour and everything like that, just to be, you know, on the safe side or whatever. Also, change your mailing address. Like once you get all that and you know exactly where you want to stay and stuff like that, don't forget to change your mailing address probably a week prior or something like that. I don't know, for some reason I had difficulties with that, with the whole switching my mail and stuff. And then also for like the lights, make sure you get your lights on like a day prior. It shouldn't really take that long, but just to be on the safe side, I don't know how long it would take for you to do all of that, so it's better to do it like a day ahead or two. And that's for the first one. It was really for like find the right area you want to be in. Next one is make sure you have 4 times the rent saved up. Not for the people that want to be on some, oh, you gotta have 3 times the rent type shit. But if you really think about it, have 4 times, like have at least the amount wherever you want to stay, have that amount and more, 4 times over, just for your sake, not theirs. Not theirs, but make sure you have like a good amount saved up, 4 times the rent wherever you want to stay. I think it's best to do that, only because emergencies happen. You can lose your job, and then it's like, what money can you fall on type shit. And I'm not gonna lie, the stuff that I'm stating right now, I am literally trying to learn how to do that. I am trying to, it's a lot of stuff that I need to work on myself. So it's like I'm speaking to y'all and I'm speaking to myself at the same time. I'm just trying to find, I'm gonna get to that part. But yeah, just have that, because you just never know what can happen. And sometimes you probably won't feel like working and you want to take off, and you probably won't get paid for it. So it's like, I got money to save. But don't depend so much on that to where you ain't gonna have no more, and now you gotta work. Just make sure you have just make sure you have 4 times the rent, if or more. It's even better. Just to won't feel uneasy. You know what I'm saying? Like paycheck to paycheck type shit. That can be very draining, very stressful. Don't want to be stressed. So make sure you know, have that together. So when having an apartment, say for instance you get into your apartment, you might want to budget. If you're rich, kudos to you. But if you need to budget and stuff like that, just you might want to, like, let's say for instance you want to stack up on personal items, stack up on food, stack up as if like it's like a stash to where you ain't gotta keep going out trying to buy this and buy that, and then you don't really know where it's just sometimes you feel like you don't know where your money going. So it's best to stack up on a oh Lord, I was itching and stuff. Oh okay, all right. But yeah, budget, just to like keep yourself a little organized with money. And once you have that, put down the amount of, okay, this is how much I need for survival mode for when I do have to go out and get these things later in time. But right now, for a good little minute, I won't, need that because I already stacked up type stuff. So just make sure you know where your money going, because sometimes it can be, you paying for this, you paying for that. Oh, I gotta get this, I gotta get that. You got so much stuff that you have to do. Just make sure you try to like budget. If it's something that you don't need at the moment, just focus on like where your money going, and focus on like, do you really need that, or is it a want? So that's that on that. The next one is an emergency savings. It's kind of like, it's not like it's similar to like the 4 times a rent thing, have that stack up, but then at the same time, it's good to have emergency savings. It's a little similar, but it's not exactly that in a way. But it's like, okay, just in case an emergency happen, say for instance your car, something happened to your car, or something happened, just anything can happen. So just having emergency savings. Not saying you gotta have this big money, like just make sure you have a little change on the side. Like, okay, I cannot touch that because that is for emergency. Because when I say in life, things happen. You wouldn't think some shit would just back to back. Things be happening back to back in life. Life be lifing. Life be lifing. So make sure you have emergency savings, wherever to your desire. The next one is really, say for instance, if you want to do this and you want to do that, it's going to be some things you're not going to be able to attend to, because you have to be able to maintain your life. You'll have to maintain this apartment, that you're going to have to maintain all of this that you have, because it's bills is mandatory. So I'm not saying, I'm gonna get to the other part, but this main specific part, just something you don't have to if you're not able to go to certain things that you want to go to, it's okay to miss it. It is about, you're supposed to be happy in life and stuff like that, but sometimes it comes in where you have a little bit of sacrifice that you have to make. So it's like, do I go to this and then be behind on this? But it's like, it really just depends. Like, if you got everything down to like, if you got if you got everything, flowing or in order, like if you have your priorities straight, then you can be able to go to do the things that you want and make the events that you would like to make the events. So yeah, just make sure you have your priorities straight, and then like maybe you won't have to miss certain things. And if you do have to miss certain things, just know you still got other things that you can make it to, just once your priorities straight. So Okay, so I'm gonna follow behind with this. I know it can be a little complicated because I just said priority. Well, you basically supposed to try to prioritize what you really need to do. Girls like me or like people like me probably won't. It's not. Financially there yet. But yeah, on this next one, put into yourself, because bills love to take over. You feel me? They love to take over. Sometimes you just feel like, oh, you putting into bills so much. It's like bills, bills, bills. What can you can never do for yourself, which I am struggling on right now. I'm just trying to make sure I stack, do my thing. But yeah, it's okay to put into yourself, because you sometimes you can find yourself with having to pay a whole bunch of bills, a whole bunch of things in order to actually survive. But at the same time, make sure you find space in there for yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally. Put into yourself so you won't be stressing, depressed, and all of that extra stuff. So that's when having an apartment, put into yourself too. Put into your apartment if you want to, like decorate your, it can be fun. But yeah, just, it's okay to put into yourself as well. Be responsible. You have responsibilities when having an extra thing, as far as having an apartment versus like living with your people. You might have to give off a little money to your people, but as far as having an apartment, oh, my mama is calling me. 1 second. Okay. What I was saying was freak. What the freak out? Oh, responsibilities. Be responsible. Once you get an apartment, it's like you have to pay this stuff every month. You have to pay light bill, rent, stuff for your car, for transportation. Make sure you have transportation. I'm gonna just wrap that into responsibilities. All of that into responsibilities, because yeah, sometimes you just be responsible. Make sure you have the right people around you, and if you feel like in a certain area of your life where you feel like I can do better, I can be more responsible with that. I know I'm not being responsible, so just make sure you can try to change that part, what needs to be. Y'all get what I'm saying. Look, be responsible. You got responsibilities to take care of, okay? The next one is roommate. Now, if you want a roommate and you say you're gonna do it, you're gonna have a roommate, boom, boom, boom. Cool. That's up to look. That's for you to decide. Let me know how that go. Let me know how that go, because honestly, I never had a roommate. I've always been very strict on not having a roommate, from all the horror stories of having a roommate can be or whatever. I know it can be very stressful out here. Everything is high. So that's exactly why I say have enough saved up for an apartment and more. Life be life, and everything just be high for no reason. It's just it costs to live. It costs to live. But me personally, I would say don't do it. Don't do it. But if you want to do it, do it, and just let me know how it go. If it turned out great, that's great. That means you can be able to save, you can be able to do this, you can be able to do that. But from another standpoint, when you have a part, if you started out with having an apartment by yourself and you're just like, dang, I need a roommate type shit. People don't understand. It's your stuff, so you're gonna take care of it how you want to take care of it, and other people may not understand or may not take care of it like you do because it's your things. It's what you're putting into this. You're doing that, like this is yours. You're renting. It's yours. Would they do the same as you? If it's like, I'm trying to explain, like, would they do the same? Like, would they take care of certain things the same as you? You know, and they might live different from you. You probably, if you love your space, don't do it. Your home is your safe space. Don't do it. That's all I'm gonna say. But if you do it, like I said, let me know how it go. You know, I'm not saying like, oh, but every roommate story that I have heard, the story times that I have seen, yeah, low-key not worth it. It might put you in a bigger pickle. But like, just make sure if you do get a roommate, make sure y'all on the same type of level, y'all on the same type of headspace, y'all very similar. If y'all very different, it might be a little difficult. But yeah. The next one with having an apartment, just look out for you. Yeah, look out for you. Nobody gonna look out for you like you look out for you. So if you invite people, make sure you invite people that don't bring not so good energy. Would like to have good company. Like, look out for yourself because nobody else is gonna look out for you. It can be, you might have people that just be like, hey, I need help with this, so I need help with that. And if you're not in the right space to be helping, then sadly you won't be able to help, because if you give off your last, then what are you going to have? That's all I'm gonna say. Like, just be able to look out for you. If you're able to look out for you, if you're in a good headspace mentally, physically, emotionally, then you can look out for other people. But if you're not in that headspace at all, sorry, I have a lot going on. Look, I have a lot going on. I won't be able to at the moment. Once I get myself together, then I'll probably be able to help. But as of now, I have to look out for me. And it's okay to say that. It's okay to say that. It's okay, like, because it can have some type of guilt. And sometimes guilt can eat you up. But it's like, if you really don't have it, then you don't have it. So yeah, it's okay to look out for yourself in this lifetime, for sure. Basically, these pinpoints of having an apartment is basically kind of on a mental space and financial space advice type things. So hopefully it helped. But this last one is like, you may feel like, oh, I got it all up here. I got this to take care of. I got that to take care of. Your mind can be, it can get crowded. So it's okay to write down everything. Be disciplined. When I say I am talking to myself too, discipline yourself. It's a lot easier. But to tie that into that, I would say write down everything, because it can give your mind you can see the bigger picture. You can see things a little bit more clearer. If you have to draw a picture, like, if you do better drawing pictures than writing, do that. But like, write down everything, because you like to see, okay, this is what I need to work on. This is what I need to fix. This where this money going to. This is what But no, like, that's all. That's honestly, that's my advice that I would give, because I think that would really help a lot. Like, it's not really, I ain't gonna say it's not much to it, but it's, when you have that together, it can be a bit easier. You won't have as many hard times when it comes to that space, that thing right there, that having an apartment and doing all those things right there. You'll be a little bit more chill. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys just let me know how it go. Yeah. Peace.